안녕하세요. 어클입니다. 오늘은 참 뭐랄까 흥미로운 얘기가 있어서 이렇게 다시 나타났습니다. 제가 외국인 상대로 컨시어지 서비스를 제공하는 그런 아이템을 준비 중에 있는데 그러기 위해서 제가 실제로 이 컨시어지 서비스에 디맨드가 있는지를 먼저 체크해 보기 위해서 설문조사를 막 이곳저곳 페이스북 페이지라든지 아니면 뭐 지인을 통해서 아름아름 막 이렇게 설문지를 보냈습니다. 그래서 뭐 반응은 물론 그렇게 뜨겁지 않았고요. 8명의 외국인들이 저의 설문에 응답해 줬는데 그 중에 한 분이 뭐 미국 분이라고 하셨어요. 나이는 77년생이니까 저보다 15살이나 더 많습니다. 거의 50에 가까우신데 비즈니스에 대해서 엄청난 아이디어를 갖고 계신다고 하시길래 지금 한번 메일을 보내보고 있습니다. 디맨드 서베이 해가지고 뭐 이런 서비스들 제공할 거고 뭐 이래저래 뭐 연락처 남겨놓고 했어요. 했더니 여기 보시면 뭐 서베이 답변은 뭐 이렇게 하셨고 여기 이메일 남겨주셨고 I have a lot. Feel free to contact me. We can grab a coffee and talk them over. 그러니까 뭐 그냥 편하게 연락하라 이거죠. 커피나 한잔 하자. 계셔서 그래서 저도 이렇게 메일을 네이버 메일로 이렇게 남겨보고 있습니다. Hello, this is Jeong-kwon from EG Grant. Firstly, thank you for your help on the survey. So we surprised at your comments actually. So if possible, can you meet next week for a coffee? And I want to listen your lots of ideas about the business service. 어떤 만남을 가지게 될지 정말 궁금하고요. 그래서 한번 다음 주에 만나서 이 메일을 보내보고 다음 주에 만나서 한번 더 재밌는 얘기를 한번 가져오 보도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 이상입니다.
I'm not going to look at it. Okay, yeah. Let's pretend. Okay. Nowadays, I try to do this kind of interview for people, so I try to introduce our business model and the motivation and some interview questions. And this kind of things, I ask this kind of things.
Yeah, your survey was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Did you get a lot of responses?
From Google survey,
Yeah.
less than 10 people. And from this interview, I met also less than 10 people,
Okay.
around 8 people. And they said they need to fix the problem about the medical appointment and also residence, like housing problem.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
That's a big
right.
one. But if you're in Seoul, less of a problem. When you go outside of Seoul, that's another thing that a lot of businesses focus on. Seoul, Gyeonggi-ga,
Yeah,
right?
There's
And the rest of the country, there's nothing.
rural place.
But that's good for you because that's a big market,
Yeah,
right? There's
no
a
service.
right,
Yeah,
right. So something worth real estate is definitely something worth.
I can follow the other startup, same models, and then slight change.
Sure.
Could be possible here. So yeah.
Have you tried to interview any? I'm guessing most of your interviews have been with students and English teachers, right?
Yes,
Mostly students. I think that there might also be a big market, untapped market of 3D workers.
Yeah. Actually,
Right?
there is manufacturing.
There are
Yeah.
huge. I mean, it's a little bit outside of town,
Yeah, right.
but if you can get into that market at all, which is difficult because they're more isolated and how do you contact them? But they do have like weekly markets and things like that, which might be useful. And once your name starts to spread, you'll be known. You also have to think about, okay, maybe the services need to be different, the prices need to be different. But it's a huge market.
Yeah, really huge market. So actually, when I met the other college students
Yeah.
from Ulsan University, they said their friends want to get a job in here, but they cannot because of the language problem.
Ah.
Actually, there is a lot of 3D workers in here, but there is some problem because of the language skill.
Right.
Yeah, I just try to find out what kind of problem. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, mostly as an interview, I try to ask your problem.
My problem?
Yeah,
I'm married.
married. I'm married.
I'm married, so a lot of my problems are taken care of. My wife never gives me any problems.
Oh, do you have kids? How many kids?
We are expecting next month. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, little girl's coming next month.
Cool.
So our first.
So your wife is from
Korea.
Korea?
She's from Ulsan. Ulsan, Seoul. You mean a long time ago. So when I first came to Korea, I worked in Hagwon. Just near here actually. And so actually I worked in two Hagwons. One was kids, one was adults. When the adult Hagwon, she was my student for a month. And when she was my student, we talked and we became friendly. And then after that, we kept talking and our relationship grew.
So how many years did you?
15.
15?
We've been married 15 years at the end of this month. We just went on a little trip last weekend. We went to Jindo.
저요 진도 알아요.
So we went to a resort in Jindo for the weekend. Yeah. Long drive though. 5 hours? I mean, you gotta stop, you gotta, you know. Are you from Ulsan originally or?
Me?
Yeah.
From Changwon, you know the
Changwon, yeah, I know Changwon.
Oh, really?
Okay. My career, I started in Hagwons and I worked in public schools. And when I worked in public schools, I worked for Kyeongsan 교육. So during vacation, I worked at the 교육 경조원 in Changwon. It's near Changwon University.
Yeah. I knew the Changwon University.
So it's kind of near there. So. Yeah, I know Changwon. Changwon's a nice city.
Oh, there's the job. I mean, you're from the USA.
So I was a teacher before I came here, and I was bored in my job. Worked in really small town. So I saw an advertisement online, working abroad, so I applied, and they said, we have a job in Ulsan, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Sounds like an adventure. So then I came, and about 4 years I worked in Hagwon, and then I moved to public schools, and then I taught in university for about 10 years.
University?
Yeah, so I taught at Ude and
Uni. As a professor?
English instructor.
English institute? In uni?
Yeah. So you know the Writing Center?
Writing? Yeah.
So that's part of the English Institute, right?
So you are there.
Yeah. Yeah, I taught presentation and writing. At Uday, I just taught English conversation, but most I taught presentation.
So now you're
I'm a freelancer.
freelancer
Yeah.
and
Web developer.
web developer.
Yeah.
What's different?
So a web designer is going to do mostly the what it looks like, where a web developer does what it looks like, but also does special coding stuff too, right? The little special things that need to be done, hooking up databases and that kind of thing.
Decided because you kind of education.
Well, I've always enjoyed computers and programming. It's always been a hobby. Yeah. And there's something called Free Code Camp, which is an international kind of group that teaches coding to people, and so I'm part of that. We used to have a group here in Ulsan, but people don't really go anymore. But I'm still part of the Korean group.
Do you usually use the platform for communication?
Yeah, we're on Discord.
Discord. You use the Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Discord. I didn't use.
You've never used
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah.
I can show you. Discord is more for community building. So these are all different Discord servers. I really don't pay attention to any of these. These four are the ones that I use. So this is the Free Code Korea one. So yeah, there's just different discussions.
Kind of SNS. You do that in country.
No, I don't use. I'm not on Instagram. This is more like a.
For developer.
No. Discord is more like a. What's it called? I gotta think of the word. Bulletin board. Yeah. Like.
Someone posts.
Yeah, other people can talk to them. Yeah, like that. So on here we have different. Sorry?
So
There's different channels, right? So like off topic, people want to talk about video games, but then there's more project showcase and people help with coding, talking about learning, jobs.
So you can make some group like Facebook page.
Sort of, but this is private, right? This is completely private.
So
It's not a public thing.
someone follow you and
Well, it's more like one person has the server, and then they invite other people, and you make a community.
so you use Hanko.
Not many people use that one. It's there just in case, but not many people use that one. Not many people. Not many Korean people. They get a little intimidated by so many English speakers.
Nowadays I'm trying to find out some community where there's lots of food there. Yeah, because I have to meet and
Right.
interviews. So do you usually use some offline platform for communication?
For me, my main ones are for just social stuff. It's gonna be Facebook. I don't use Instagram. I enjoy TikTok, but I don't make anything. I think TikTok's a pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool platform. I just don't want to record videos of myself. But I think it's a very powerful, it's a very useful platform. For professional stuff, a lot of people use LinkedIn. LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But I think it's boring. I almost never go on there. Right? Yeah, Discord. Those are the big ones. Maybe a few Kakao Talk groups.
You usually use Kakao? What kind of Kakao tools?
Just like people you know and you put them together.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. Just friends and stuff, right?
I mean, there's some open Kakao tool.
I've never joined one. I've never tried. Yeah. I've never actually looked into it. Maybe I should.
Maybe I will later.
Oh, also Reddit. I like Reddit.
Reddit?
Yeah. Reddit's really useful.
Yeah, many people say Reddit. What's the difference?
Well, Instagram is picture centric, right? Where Reddit is more text and information.
Actually, it's more similar to the Facebook, right?
Reddit? Yeah. The big difference for me is that it's easier to navigate, to find what you like. Facebook is more curated by Facebook, right? You see what Facebook wants you to see, where Reddit is a bit easier to find what you want to find.
More special topic.
Yeah. So you can make your own board, your own subreddit on whatever topic. You might actually want to put your survey up on the Korea Reddit, up in the Korean Reddit group. Yeah. So you've never used Reddit, right? Oh, I do AI art too. So people post a lot of news or questions. Yeah, did you see this story? You know where Tongdo Fantasia is?
Yeah, I know.
So it closed. There's still a tiger there.
In there?
Yeah. So yeah. Just people asking questions. Really interesting. There's always interest. So there's our Korea. There's also our Korean. So the R means subreddit.
Subreddit.
Yeah. So our Korean is about Korean language stuff. So I've been doing. Do you know? Have you heard of Midjourney? Or you've heard of ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Have you used it?
Yeah.
Pretty great,
Yeah,
right?
I never see that kind of things.
Like, even like, all right, I can see how students are going to abuse it, but just as somebody working, when you don't have an idea and you need a quick idea, it's so great. Like, just put in what you need and it gets you a bunch of ideas that maybe you don't like any of those ideas, but it will spark another idea in your head.
Right. Actually, when I use that, I ask my type of idea to the chat GPT, and they said lots of recommendation.
So, I'll show you. So on here, I have my own little thing, and let me give you an example. So this is called Midjourney, and it's text to image.
Midjourney.
Yeah, it costs money, but so. We'll just make it really simple. So I just put sitting in a Korean coffee shop. So it's gonna take a second. It's thinking. It's in the queue. Just wait 1 second. There it is. Yeah.
It's basically a generator, right?
But then you can be much more specific, right? Like you can put what kind of camera, what type of lens, the lighting, if you want a realistic picture, if you want it to be a cartoon, you can describe those things. Like, this is actually really good. Because I put very little, it kind of just, wow, that one's. All right, so I'm gonna take this one and upscale and see what it looks like. So it always gives you four options, and then you can play with it from there. They're getting better. Like hands are usually hands and eyes. It's not very good at.
Maybe I can send, at least I can send this image to the website, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Or we can make some logo.
Okay, so yesterday, I'll show you I'm working on my new website and my business card. Yeah, I was going through different stuff and different. Yeah, I'm thinking for my website to use maybe this one. Okay, so eventually, oh no, this one. I like this one.
Oh yeah,
That's
better.
really nice,
Yeah.
right? Or let me find the other one. This one.
Oh,
That's really pretty, right?
yeah, much pretty, and the other one is much like man.
Yeah. So it's kind of a tough choice. I'm still thinking about it. But this will be like the top of the website. Here you can see there's like the menu bar. Eventually, what I want to do is, my eventual plan is to make a business that I want to help Korean companies improve their international web presence. Because you know how bad Korean websites are, right? And we've talked about this already, like when it comes to international standards for internet things, Korean companies just don't follow them.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you look around on a lot of websites, they're using Java to do the website. Nobody uses Java to do a website. That's just silly.
You usually use HTML,
HTML, CSS, JavaScript. The
front end, right?
Right, front end stuff.
Yeah.
Back end for the website. If you want services, that's a different. The back end stuff is different. Java is great for back end. It's not front end.
Yeah, right. So you are, how to say, full stack?
I'm full stack.
Really?
I'm better at back end. For me, back end stuff is, I guess it's easier, but front end is so much more interesting. And it's also more difficult, but it's so much more interesting.
Oh, how did you learn?
Yeah, I did a boot camp.
Boot camp. Boot camp. From Korea?
No, an American boot camp. Yeah.
Actually, nowadays I try to learn the front end.
Yeah.
But actually, when I'm in this graduate student,
No time.
no, I try to use the Python and R code. So maybe
You can do Python to do front end.
front end really?
It's not appropriate, but you can. Like I've built web apps with Python. It's possible. There's something called Flask.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's better front end frameworks that are JavaScript based.
I heard the Flask is connecting module, right? From backend to front.
Yeah. Flask connects. Excuse me. Flask is a framework for connecting. So it uses something called nunchucks to.
Like Django, you know the Django?
Django. Yeah. Django. Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of.
Yeah. But it's front end. It's better to learn React
React.
or Svelte. Svelte is the new one. Svelte is nice. SVELTE. Yeah, E at the end. No, ELTE. Yeah. Or React. There's another new one, I forget what it was, but somebody recommended it. The problem is there's always new things.
Yeah.
It's such a headache. But honestly, the first thing you need to do is learn the Trinity. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right?
Nowadays I try to learn.
What are you using? Learning how?
From the website there's some education.
Which one? Like, are you watching things or are you building things?
Watching and building.
Okay.
They try to teach. There's some Korean education.
Let me send you. I think it's been. Give me 1 second. I think there's a Korean version. It's a really, really great program. They have all these programs.
How long time?
It's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, average.
Like, if you go through the. So you probably start here.
Yeah.
You can probably do this in a couple of weeks or less. algorithms are. Depends on how quickly.
Understand.
Yeah,
the language.
yeah.
I mean, you can divide the proportion.
But these are all separate certifications, right? You don't have to do all of them. You can just do the ones that you're interested in.
So now you're trying to make landing page?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I had one, but I didn't like it, so I killed it. And I'm in the middle of rebuilding right now. Two of the projects I was working on finished, so I have a little free time to start some new stuff.
Do you have team?
Just me at the moment.
So how many times do you expect to build a website, real website?
It would depend on the website. Like,
I mean, for you,
for mine? It's a difficult question because it's mine, right?
yeah.
That makes it more difficult. I'll be honest. I'm completely honest. Like when I'm building for myself, it takes so much more time than when I'm building for somebody else. You know, because I have to think about everything and I have to come up with the options and make the decision.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
But when it's somebody else, I can say, well, you can do A, B, or C. Which one you want? Right? And I can help them move through and it's easier to make decisions.
Yeah, right. So actually there is some free CSS examples, right? Yeah, so we can just download and we can just revise.
Sure, you can use like Bootstrap or but and here's the thing is that's kind of going out of fashion right now.
Already.
Yeah.
So we need new website.
It depends on what you want to do. You can also just use a web builder too, right? There's which I also do for people. Like somebody wants to be on Shopify, I can build their website on Shopify and set it up for them. That's fine.
Actually, at least to sell some service or to sell any item. I mean, we need just landing page, right? Not the whole website.
It depends on what you want, but my general philosophy that I tell people is, you have to have your landing page that is separate from any other service because you don't know what that service is going to do. Like, you can't have a business that's built solely on Facebook. You can't have a business that's built on Instagram or only on Amazon. I mean, it's possible, but it's a really bad idea. It's unsafe. Because they can change their rules anytime, and that can completely ruin your business. But if you have your own home, then you can move to other places more easily and still have people coming back to you.
But when you try to make a real website, we need long time.
It depends on if you just want a landing page, not a problem. If you're talking about like a whole community thing, that takes more time. All right?
2 months.
Right.
So when you start a business, we try to reduce the time spending, right?
That's where building an MVP and using low code, no code solutions is
like what's the Wix?
Yeah, right. Using Wix, using things like that is great. That gets you started, that gets you moving, and then later you come back and you build it from. Right?
I can hire some
Correct.
other developer.
Correct.
So, yeah. I just want to freely talk about this business.
Okay.
There's no interview sequence.
It's fine. It's fine.
Today I just expected. I asked some problem in the Korea and what is your daily life? It's kind of
I can tell you that if you want. So generally, every morning I get up early, about sunrise. I go for a walk. I live near here. So I go for a walk along the river, come home, have breakfast with my wife, take her to work later, and I go home and I work for a couple hours and then go and pick her up when she's done with work. And,
So holiday, I mean,
weekend, just stay home with my wife, go out with friends maybe. Although, you know, when you get older, going out with friends is
really.
I just mean like you don't. You know, when I was younger, I'd stay out until sunrise, no problem. Now at 9 o'clock, I'm like, it's bed.
It really is.
You know, but sometimes when you're out, you like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know that the next 2 days are going to be terrible.
So with wife, what do you want to do? I mean, holiday just take a rest,
Yeah, we'll watch movies.
watch movies.
Yeah, catch up on housework. Or, being married is a bit different.
Is there any place do you want to go?
We love to go. Well, I mean, she's pregnant right now, right? So
Ah,
traveling
yeah.
is not a.
Yeah, so
Before the pandemic, we would travel at least once a year.
really in
Yeah.
Korea.
Sometimes
Mostly.
in Korea or internationally.
Where did you be? I mean, in foreign.
So Philippines, Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, Spain, Germany, England. My wife's sister lives in England. Going back to America, visiting East Coast.
Oh, really international person.
No, I don't know about that. I have friends who do more than that. I'm kind of jealous.
How about Korea compared to the other country for your life?
Oh, it's fine. I think you have to be positive, right? Like anywhere you live, there's going to be some good things and some bad things.
How about the good things? What's the good things?
That's always a tough question. People want to know that. It's fairly comfortable. It's safe.
Safe.
It's comfortable and safe. I think are the big good things.
Then how about the bad things?
Well, I kind of wish that Korea were a bit more open.
Being open to the other person.
Yeah,
In Korean, Jong, right?
not exactly Joan. More like just
Rude.
no. I mean like in general, not Koreans, but Korea were more like
Culture.
open. Yeah, culturally we're open to the rest because Korea traditionally is a very closed culture,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There's
yeah, right.
Koreans and then there's everybody else.
Yeah, many traditional.
Yeah.
Also, like some open to meet other people. But nowadays a little bit changing.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. And we're down here in the south, which is less open than the capital area, right?
Oh, really? The capital area is more, how to say, independent, but there's
Sure.
more independent person.
And also Ulsan's an industrial city. It's not a cultural city.
Yeah,
They want to be, which I appreciate. I like that they try, but it's not. It could be, maybe it will be in the future, but like You know, people consider Koreans consider Ulsan to be not even a city, right? I think it's tiny and
Yeah, really
right?
tiny. Yeah,
But Ulsan's huge.
really huge.
Not just the area, but also like it's 1.2 million people, 1.1 million people, 1.2. Yeah, I mean, I love this. I love this fact. So if you pick up Ulsan, right? You pick up Ulsan, you put it down in the center of America. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So ranking largest city to smallest city, where is Ulsan?
Very tiny place.
What do you think?
Almost 10% from the bottom.
It would be the 8th biggest city in America.
8? Really? In terms of the area? Or
No, in terms of
people?
population.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
How about Seoul?
Seoul would be second? Second? No, third. I think it would be behind New York and LA.
So you experience higher density in Korea.
Yeah.
So you feel that like open culture, right? Because in the higher density city,
People are kind
people are
of
gathering
closed,
everywhere.
right?
Yeah, when I go to the Washington DC, actually the block size is much bigger than Korea.
Sure.
So I have to walk a lot in there because I have no car. Yeah. That's right.
Look, remember Washington? Washington is tiny. Nobody lives there. I wonder what the population is less than 100,000, I think.
Ah, really?
It might be less than China. Or, what's it called now? Called? There's Changwon, Masan, Jinhae merged together. What's the...
Changwon.
It was just Changwon?
Yeah, that's Changwon.
700,000. Washington, D.C.
700,000. Only? Smaller than here.
Half the size.
I didn't expect it.
But also, Washington, lots of people work there, but don't live there.
They live in suburbs.
Outside, yeah, they live in the suburbs.
Actually, when I go to Washington DC, there are lots of how to say the poor people, and there could be some crime.
Sure.
Some person actually made some how to say make some bad word to me. Actually, at that point.
Sorry.
In the subway. Do not look at me.
God. That's terrible.
So you from where? I'm a western part.
So I'm from New York,
New York.
but not New York City. Here. Well, no, because New York City is down here. So if I drive about 8 hours, if I drive from down to Washington, there, it's about 6 hours.
So when you were here, what did you do?
I was a teacher. Yeah, but I studied broadcasting in
Broadcasting. It's really cool. So now you are not interested in the broadcasting.
Oh, I'm still interested. It's just so when was graduating. The year before I graduated was when I graduated in '99. Do you know Napster? You hear of Napster? No. Napster was the first peer-to-peer, P2P,
Ah, yeah.
like torrents. Right. It was the first one for music. Okay, and that was '98. Oh. So when I saw that, I knew radio was dead. I wanted to do radio, right? But I saw, I was like, radio's gonna die. You have to find something else now. That was my dream from when I was like in middle school. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
So now you want to.
Oh, I'd like to start a podcast. I'm working on a few podcasts, but
In Korea, podcast is not popular actually.
it depends.
Depends.
Like if they're for Koreans, no. But if they're for foreigners, maybe. But I don't think it would be Korea based. Necessarily, the topic would be Korea. I don't know what it will be yet, but
So you usually use the Google Podcast?
no, I use this app called Overcast. It doesn't matter. They're all. Overcast is the one I've used for a while. No special reason. It's just a good app.
So when you're driving,
Yeah. When I'm walking, when I'm driving.
actually, I also when I read the book, they said lots of podcasts, but actually in Korea, it's not popular. So when I driving, I try to use podcast, but there's no content in here. So, but in the future, I think when Korean people also use the podcast,
Maybe.
yes.
Yeah, like radio. I sometimes I like to listen in Korea radio. I like to listen to what's his name? What's his name? No, radio host. Old guy. He does music. He's got a mustache. Really knows like everything about music.
In Korea,
Yeah. He used to be in rock bands like in the 1970s, but now he does like any music, anything. He's like the old dude with the mustache.
what's the
It's band camp. Somebody's band camp.
band camp?
Yeah. No. He's old guy, like 70.
70.
He's old, but he knows more about music than. No.
Almost.
Beichosu.
Him.
I love him.
You know him.
He's great.
Oh. But in Korean.
Yeah, in Korean. Like I said, my Korean's okay. My listening is better than my speaking, obviously, right?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Um,
English like that.
but it also is the topic, right? I love music too, so he's talking about music, and when he's talking about music, like I can understand what he's saying, and most of the time I like completely agree with it. So I like it. Because he's so like open-minded about music, he doesn't care.
How do you meet with him? I mean, from radio, what kind of...
He's just on the radio, like yeah, like 98.7. Every evening he's on. So sometimes I listen to him.
really?
It's great.
Oh, just really?
Yeah,
Just you like just...
I do.
So, what is your wife's job?
She's the 부관장님 at the English 학원.
So how many years she does the 학원? Almost 20.
No, okay. So maybe 10? No. More than 10?
More than 10. I mean, the English teachers?
Yeah. I mean, less teaching now, more administration. But
Yeah, sure. 원장님 is
Right.
there, yeah. So, how did you decide to marry?
her mom asked me.
She's also now become a woman.
Okay, so I told you my wife's sister lives in England, right? So my wife actually went to England for a couple of years, and while she was there, we kind of broke up really seeing each other. So one day, her family invited me for dinner because I knew them.
After broke up.
Yeah. But okay, cool. Like, I didn't get to say goodbye to them. This will be nice, I can say goodbye and finish things, right? You want to be complete.
Yeah.
I know probably not a normal Korean thing to do, right? But that was my thing. So we go to dinner, and then suddenly everybody disappears, and her mom says, Neon misses you, and if you want to marry my daughter, it's okay. And I was like, whoa. So I was joked that her mom asked me to marry her.
Her mom. Her mom make proof.
Yeah. No, unusual.
No, unusual. Yeah. So you decided to marry her. Then why you come here after getting married?
We lived in Old, like I came to Ulsan originally. I met her in Ulsan. Her family lives in Ulsan. So mostly I've lived in Ulsan. I lived in Yangsan for 4 years, but it's the same thing.
So you made your daughter sulking, intentionally?
Yeah.
Now you want
Last
to
chance.
accept that last chance. Okay. So now you try to settle down Korea.
Something like that. Yeah. Although we might move sometime soon. Things are still up in the air.
So is there anything do you want to do now? I mean right now.
Oh, I just need to get my business going better. That's what I need to do.
Also too.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, never mind. I had an idea for you. Are you familiar with Cameo? Have you ever heard of Cameo? So basically, okay, so let's say I want to get a who's somebody famous? Oh no. Somebody really famous. These are so stupid. I know who some of these are, but wow, these are terrible. Let's try actors. I don't know these people. All right, let me go back to it. Come on. Anyway, what you can do, you pick a celebrity, right? And you tell them what you want them to say, and then different celebrities cost different amounts of money. And then they send you a video.
You mean what?
They send you like a video saying whatever you like. Oh, I just wanted to say happy birthday to you, right? Something like that. So, what if there was one for K drama or K-pop stars?
You mean someone want to? I can understand.
Right. So let's pick this one. Got it?
Yeah, person video and someone want to.
Right.
They paid it.
Yeah. But they'll make a personal video for just you. So they'll send a message to you, right?
But they are famous.
Yeah.
At least from the YouTube, right?
No. This is all like this guy is a Mark McGrath is from what's the band? He's a pretty famous singer. Yeah. I was trying to find somebody you might know. This. Do you know this guy? He's terrible.
Why?
No, he's not. He's an English guy. He got a whole lot of plastic surgery to look like Jimin from BTS. Yeah, it's a man. Yeah, he's the worst. Yeah, you find a celebrity, tell them what to say, then you get your video, and you can. It's your video.
They just sell the testimonials or anything.
Whatever. You can ask them to say whatever you want. That might be an interesting. I don't know. This is so dumb. Some of these people are terrible. Huh. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe we'll look at it. That might be a. Although I don't think. I'm not sure it would work in Korea because management companies are too restrictive of their talent.
Okay, let's talk about different thing.
Mm.
I mean, when you try to get a job,
Mm.
what kind of job you can do? I mean, you can be kind of a teacher, right? Education teacher, or you can be a developer.
Mm-hmm.
But in Korea, actually,
Well, because I'm married, I'm on a family visa, so I can do whatever I want.
but I mean, using your skills, I mean, what kind of job you can apply?
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
In Korea?
Yeah.
You can do speak in Korean, but
Like it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
because when I see the other foreigner friends, they said because of the language, they cannot get a job, anything. Then how about when you meet the other foreign people, what kind of job you recommend to them?
Okay, so most people I know are on E2 visas or E1 visas, which means they can only teach, and they can only teach at the place that they're registered at. So getting other jobs is not allowed. It's illegal.
Visa problem.
Right. Not a language problem, it's a visa problem. Now students are allowed to work.
Not work, and
I'll be honest, I don't completely know. There are rules, but I don't know what the rules are.
when you come to Korea, how did you make the visa? I mean,
So I got the visa before I came, teacher visa.
teacher visa.
Yeah.
So is there some company to help you to make the visa?
Yeah, there's recruiters, which is a. Most people, how can I say this? Most people don't trust recruiters. Recruiters are terrible.
Why?
Because they will lie to you about schools just to get you to go to the school, even if it's a really bad school. Or they'll lie to the school and tell them this is a great teacher even though it's a bad teacher. So nobody trusts recruiters.
Even though you can go, but you cannot go best education institute.
Right. So once you have your visa, it's tied to that specific school. So if you want to leave the school, you have to get a letter of release. So if it's a really bad school, your choice is to stay in the bad school or to run away. So a lot of teachers just run away.
Run away where?
In the middle of the night, just go home.
It's possible. There's no, how to say, supervisor.
What, I mean, they're gonna stop you? What, they're gonna handcuff you? I mean, come on. They're not slaves.
I mean, at least there is responsibility.
Yeah, but responsibility is a two-way street, right? So if one party isn't living up to their responsibility, then you don't have responsibility to them anymore. Right? So if they're not paying you, if they're treating you badly, then you don't have responsibility to them. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
I mean, so that's with Hagwon teachers, right? There's another kind of recruiter that people also really hate, but this could easily be fixed. It's just most of the companies that do the recruiting aren't interested because it would mean them even though you know how you did business studies too, right? No? Okay, so right when you have a business, you can either go for price or quantity to make the same amount of money, right? And sometimes it's the same amount of work for both. And sometimes quantity is better, sometimes price is better. But oftentimes quantity is the better option because it makes everybody happy. Okay? So a lot of company classes, not Hagwon classes, but teaching.
Thank you so much.
Teaching at companies, right? Teaching vice presidents or all over Ulsan. A lot of the bigger companies, they hire teachers to come in and teach their workers English.
There's lots of demand.
Yeah, there's always lots of demand. The problem is with the teachers, and it's getting worse and worse, is that people don't want to do it, right? Because the company pays the recruiter, let's say the company pays the recruiter 20만 won for 1 hour, okay? It's a lot. But then the recruiter pays the teacher 5만 won. And the teachers find out. This is really common, and then they don't want to work for that recruiter anymore.
You mean there's a mismatch between...
A huge mismatch, right? So, and I don't know why nobody does this, but the easiest fix is to make it a percent. If the recruiter thought of himself more as an agent, like a talent agent, right? You know how that business model works? Yeah. Okay, so say I'm an actor, right? I need an agent to help me find work for acting. Generally, with that business model, the agent gets 15% of my booking.
I mean, as your teacher, you are
Right. So let's say you're the agent, right? And let's say you get the company will pay the teacher 200 an hour, you get
tax like
30,000, right?
yeah.
Per hour. But you get more teachers who want to work with you because you're taking less. So you get many more teachers. But also it's in your interest to get as much money from the company as you get, because the more money you get from the company, the more the teacher gets, the higher your percentage is. So if anybody would do that model, you would suddenly, I would say 90% of teachers would want to work with you. They would quit whatever recruiters they're working with and work with you instead.
So how much I have to recommend to the teachers to hire?
You would just say like you just offer yourself as an agent, right? Say I'm going to take 15% of what you get, right? And then they get 200, you get 30.
230.
So the teacher gets 170 and you get 30. Or if the company is paying, if the company is paying 100, you get 15, or whatever, right? So make it percentage rather than.
Yeah, I mean, what percentage they want to?
15 is 15.
15?
15. That's general.
In Busan.
No, because nobody does that business anymore. Nobody does that.
At least we can
I
make
don't know why. I don't know why.
At least
I think it has something to do with taxes, but I'm not sure.
then how about 25%?
You would probably want to offer more service with that, right?
Yeah, sure. Mostly in the Korea, there are lots of big companies for educational as an educational institute for high for real students. I mean,
Oh yeah.
really. But there's no online course for to learn the English or some the other language online. I mean, so we can make some online courses on the website. I can be some agent to hire the boarding.
There's people doing that. There's lots of that. There's lots of that.
But in Busan, I mean offline. There's
I think so. There's always.
you mentioned the 50%
Yeah, that would be
you have to hire.
offline, not online.
At least in Busan case, offline is much better than online. I mean, to find out the customers, the online is much better.
It depends.
Because
I think people in general prefer you do online when you have to, but I think people, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me personally, but I think people prefer offline learning. Like online is fine when you need to do online, but if you don't need to, human interaction is better.
yeah, personally,
Yeah.
I think like that.
Yeah.
But nowadays the trend is a little bit changing because of the unconnected.
Right, but just because there's a trend doesn't mean, there's extraneous things, and once those are gone, is it gonna go back? I think people saw the need for online, but there's a difference between a need and a preference, right?
But in the the whole step to make this kind of business,
Yeah.
we have to, how to say, search lots of customer. I mean, the students before hiring and the teachers. So at least we have to provide the free service to the customer together.
What you would do, if it were me, if I were doing this, so if I'm thinking about it like a Hollywood, so I'm thinking about it like a Hollywood agent model, right? So I'm gonna have the teacher's profile, right? So that maybe their resume, maybe a short self-introduction video, right? Something like that. And then if you're the agent, you can show that to the potential companies that are hiring teachers and say, here's our list. Who are you interested in? And they can say, well, I like A, B, and C. Then you can look at their schedule and, well, they're available here. And then make that. It'd be really easy to make the connection. But like I said, I think one of the reasons it's not done, there has to be some business problem, like some special Korean business problem that I don't know.
I mean, let's think about the marketing. Then at least to gather the customer, we have to do marketing, right? Marketing.
So you have two different marketing you have to do, right? One is for teachers, one is for businesses.
Yeah.
So the teachers, if that's a service you're offering where you're taking a percentage cut and they have to have a resume and a video,
I can suggest to the teacher.
Word of mouth is the only thing you need to do. If you're offering that, I swear 90% of teachers in Korea will say, yes, that's what I want, because they know that the current recruiters are screwing them. Right? So if you're offering something different, something better, you get all the teachers.
So in Korea, as a teacher, do you need the license education?
Not for teaching to adults. For teaching to kids, you need special things. For teaching to adults,
I mean, to sell, I need to make some. I mean, I need to suggest some portfolio of the teacher to the customer.
right?
Then, what kind of portfolio I can suggest to the customer as marketing?
Right. So you're gonna want to have their resume, headshot, self-introduction video.
Yeah.
Probably all you need. And the difficult part is the company marketing. That's going to be a lot of cold calls. You know the phrase? Cold call is when you call a company and just say, I need to talk to HR. You talk to human relations and you say, hey, we're a new English teaching service. We have 1,000 teachers we'd like you to look at. If you're interested in any of them. But then, you can offer other services as well, right? So the 15% would be just the regular agent fee, but there's other services you can offer.
Then you mentioned the offline service. At least we have to rent the offline, how to say, the place.
No. You go to the companies. Usually that's how it works.
Go to the company.
Okay, so I used to do this before. So I told you I worked at Hyundai and Eunice, but for about 6 months between when I worked there, I taught at companies. So I worked at a company over there, quite a few. So I worked at one called Pongsang. Pongsang makes, it's a metal company. They make coin blanks. So, say you need coins, right? A country needs coins. So they made the circle for the coin, and then the metal circle gets shipped to the country, and then they stamp the coin. They make the metal circles for coins. So like every time I go, they would really high security, but they had a special education. So I'd go to their special education room, teach, and then leave. Almost every company I went to has that, right? So I taught at a Hyundai company out in Gyeongju, same thing. They had a special education. I taught a VP for SOL. I taught in his office. Right, you don't need. There's no overhead. The only overhead you would have is the agent is website, and that's nothing. That's
The agent is the role of the agent is to introduce the teacher to the company.
Yeah, that's it.
And 50%.
Yeah. And to like promote the teacher, and to, if there's any problems, you have to communicate those. But generally, it doesn't take much.
Is it really working? I mean, sorry. The person can do their job by himself, right?
Right, but you're talking about so we're talking about foreign teachers. Right? They might have problems communicating with the company.
Right.
So yeah, it's work, but it's not really difficult work.
No, I understand.
You got it now?
Yeah, right. Now I understand. Just the agent is introduce their. That's the agent. Say to introduce the jobs, right?
Yeah. Which is different from a recruiter. A recruiter is a different sort of thing.
But in Busan there is no agent.
No, there's recruiters, right? But and that's different. They're the ones who take all the money and give little to the. That's what I'm saying. Like, teachers know that these companies are paying a lot of money to the recruiters, and they get a little bit. But if you're saying I'm taking a percentage, then they know you build a better relationship with the teachers, so you will get more teachers.
Different idea.
Yeah.
It could make sense. I mean, at least in Korea, there's no this kind of. I mean,
Right.
But so my role is just to find out, like you, right? I mean, the teachers and the company.
Yeah.
Right. Then what I need is just the website or portfolio, right? Or mail.
Right. like an agency listing,
Yeah, right.
like a
At least
Yeah.
I have to show off. I have lots
Right,
of
right.
people, right?
right. And you also need to figure out if there are any legal complications. Like I said, nobody does it, so I don't know why. If there's some legal reason that people don't do that, right? Or if it's just nobody thought to do it. I don't know.
I don't know now. But I have to find out.
Right,
where I
right.
can go. So, do you have the other friends? I met as a teacher.
Oh yeah, tons. Because I was a teacher, so like, yeah,
You cannot count, right?
right.
We can.
And most English speakers in Ulsan are teachers. There used to be a lot of engineers, but they mostly left. They're starting to come back now, but they.
Actually, when I'm in the Changwon, there are also tons of
Engineers.
teachers.
Teachers.
Engineer teachers.
Yeah.
Many foreigners want to be teacher in Korea, right? Or engineer.
Yeah. Did you ever go to that? What's that foreigner bar in China?
Foreigner
Bar.
bar?
Downtown.
You mean Gangnam?
Yeah.
There is.
Forget the name of it. I went once or twice. Owned by an English guy, maybe? The owner?
There's the bar, yeah.
I
know.
forget the name of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of engineers come out there too.
Maybe if I make this kind of business, maybe later I can contact
Sure.
your friend.
Sure.
Really, thank you.
No problem. No problem. And if you ever have other ideas and you need to bounce them off, please. What do you think of this idea? I'm always happy to share. Well, I mean that's a lot of what the whole startup community is like sharing ideas and I find there's a lot of people who are like scared to share their ideas because they think somebody's gonna steal it. Probably not.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah. To start, the idea is much tough. Right?
yeah. Like, you can have a million ideas, but
To start.
yeah, it's really difficult. And well, share them. Go ahead. If you have a good idea and you can't get it started, but somebody else can, you made the world better.
I mean, at least there should be some platform to meet the other startup entrepreneurs. I mean, there's no platform in Korea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to meet the startup owner. I mean,
Really? You sure?
I mean,
There must
nowadays
be.
there is some.
There's groups. Like, I'm in a couple Kakao Talk groups, but they're in Busan. Like, I went to a hackathon.
Hackathon is really different.
It was a startup hackathon. Yeah.
What kind of things they do?
So that was it was sponsored by Gangsan-Won-do Tourism Board.
You mean the investment?
So,
Accelerator?
no, not an accelerator. It was a hackathon. So it was come together for the weekend. So what happened was, we came together for the weekend. Anybody who had an idea could pitch the idea. And then we voted on the 6 best ideas.
Like competition.
Right. We voted on the 6 best ideas. Then we made teams, and for the rest of the weekend, the teams worked on their project. And then at the end, we had another presentation.
Join the hackathon.
Yeah, I did one of my team didn't win anything, but I had a team. My idea was to build the tourism infrastructure in Korea is really bad. It's really difficult to find information about tourist things. Even for Koreans, it's difficult. Like you can go on Naver and type it in, but then you get like people's blogs, and you just want like something simple to show you where things are.
Last week, I saw some website to introduce the travel things. I mean, how should Korean travel easy? They made some private travel this kind of things. Their recommendation, they said that. Yeah, they made some schedule for the
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So my idea is a bit more open source things. More of a wiki style. So people, tourism organizations can put information in the platform, which is continually updated, right? By user updated.
User update, like
Right.
platform, communication platform.
Right. And then the platform can be used by groups like this if they want to pay for the API, but also, they can also have our own business to go with it too, be it bookings or whatever.
But my idea is people making a community platform, at least you have to gather some customer, right, before making the platform. Because even though you try to launch the platform itself, if there is no customer, right?
But if you don't have a platform, your customers don't have anywhere to come to. So that's where MVP, low code, no code, right?
Yeah.
There's do you know the movie Field of Dreams? No? Yeah. So it's about this guy who he has a dream to build a baseball field. And everybody thinks he's crazy. They think he's crazy that he wants to build a baseball field. Right? But the ghost of his father keeps telling him, if you build it, they will come. So I like that thought. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, right. Just try? Yeah, right.
Right?
Just try.
But that's a lot of doing startups is make something key pivot. Make something not working, change it. Go this way. Doesn't work. Let's go this way.
Yeah, right.
Right? Which is really hard because you want to do it. You're like, I'm gonna do it, but I can't. So you got to turn.
So so that's the point what I mentioned. So what I want to say is to go to the platform, community platform, before that we have to provide some service or some information,
Yep.
some valuable
Something
merchandise,
of value.
yeah, to the customer firstly, and they get it, and then they go to the platform like that.
Right.
Yeah, so before that we have to, before launching the real platform, we have to provide some small platform to provide something else.
Right.
So yeah, after making the customer to move to the, transfer this customer to the real platform.
So with my idea it was building 경상남도 first and then expand to
You mean the first target is 경상남도,
Right.
to expand.
right, like I'm sure with your businesses, start in Ulsan, expand.
Yeah, right.
Um,
And most important,
yeah.